Morning, everyone. Virgo Triad here. It is September 17th, 2018, and the videos that you are about to see is a compilation of some videos that were put together by myself, the Virgo Triad channel, over the last several months with regards to the con artist April LaJune. The reason that I'm doing this is because a very wonderful subscriber of the Virgo Triad channel, Dave H., left a comment that is very, very concerning after I've done some research on it. April LaJune is now pushing the idiotic and untrue notion that mortgages are illegal based on a case that she has absolutely no understanding of. The case she cites is one from 1968, First National Bank of Montgomery versus Daley. Now, what is so concerning about this is that after doing a lot of research on this, I found that there are over 10 pages of sovereign citizen, so-called sovereign citizen websites, or people that are putting out misinformation with regards to this specific case from 1968, being First National Bank of Montgomery versus Daley. The reason that it is so concerning is not just because of the disinformation, but because of the outright lies that are being told. Now, this case had to do with a gentleman who stopped paying his mortgage, and as a result was getting ready to be foreclosed upon and was asked to leave the property. His claim in court was that he didn't need to pay for his mortgage because the bank had supposedly defrauded him by providing him with credit that was issued on their books versus actual Federal Reserve notes. If that had actually been true in terms of the way he put it, he would have no case himself in reality because he would have no right to be in that property as the original owner would have never been actually paid for it. However, everyone seemed to kind of overlook that on the jury that day, and as a result, he won the case based on the fact that the jury found in favor of him. However, the very next day, the bank immediately appealed the decision that was made, and it was overturned. The lie that's being told across the internet on these specific sites is stating that the actual case never was overturned. It was overturned. And for those of you that would like to see that for yourself, I will have links in the description that will direct you to where you can look at the actual cases yourself. Unfortunately, this whole scenario has brought up another strain of events that has been running rampant on the LaJune channel for almost a year now. And that is lying to you or providing you false information or false proof that these so-called tactics of LaJune's actually work for the purpose of furthering her agenda and getting your money. And she's not alone. There are many across YouTube, Facebook, and private websites, all of social media, that are attempting to do this exact same thing by selling you bogus packages, making the claim that your birth certificate is monetized and you have some form of remedy to write debts off with accepted for value. This is simply not true and has been proven false over and over again for over 40 years. But many refuse to believe that. This is a lie that people want to believe very badly, and it is extremely dangerous, as it can get you in a lot of legal trouble, and you can wind up with law enforcement at your door. Now that is actually fact, and many people who have found out through using Miss LaJune's packages have already had a visit from law enforcement and have reported so on this channel. Many of her former clients have already come forward and spoken out in interviews on this channel. All of her former employees have left. They were not fired. They actually left because they realized she was committing fraud. If you simply type in the Google search engine April LaJune fraud, you will come up with pages upon pages of people, including J.J. McNabb from Forbes and many, many others, the Durango Herald, Esquire magazine, Colorado polls, attempting to try to warn you about April LaJune's scam. Still, she is continuing to collect money from the unknowing, the elderly, and the disabled. There are 2 clients that came forward just recently over the last 2 months that many people have not even seen the video on yet. I would encourage you to do so. Another lie being told is that this judge was supposedly poisoned shortly after this case, and of course they want to make the claim that that had something to do with government stepping in. Actually, there is no proof of any sort that he was ever poisoned. Although he did pass away shortly after the case was overturned, it appears that it was actually a boating accident. These are the kind of lies that are dangerous. They misinform the public and attempt to try to get people riled up, and it's all for the case, all for the purpose of pushing an agenda that is based around lies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a scam that has been going on for over 40 years, and the Virgo Triad channel, along with many, many other watchdog channels, have attempted to try to warn you of this. April LaJune is a con artist, and if you will stay tuned and watch the following compilation, you will see that the Virgo Triad channel is just one of many people that keep trying to warn you to stop giving your hard-earned money to this woman.
Okay, YouTube, it's time for an update on this April LaJune stuff. Let me see if I can turn it around. Nope, not that one. Oh well, no, I can't turn it back. But anyhow, this right here, yeah, it's backwards. It's TDA paperwork and all this. Do not follow this. It will get you in trouble. And she don't care about anybody. Let's see. Hope that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. April LaJune don't care about anybody. She just wants to destroy people and take the money and keep them filing paperwork after paperwork after paperwork. And that's what you'll be doing. And I watched the Paranormal Encyclopedia at Virgo Triad on, and it's a lovely piece. They're doing great work. And these filing stuff here you have to print off and everything else. You go through 2 or 3 printers printing this junk off, which gets you nowhere up in jail. So don't file this. Don't file for April LaJune's talking, because she keeps adding more forms and more forms and more forms. And you'll just go to jail. And this UCC filing stuff, she did. Oh, well, now you gotta file it in Maryland or something weird like that, you know. Don't fool with that. Just don't fall for her scam. She's a rootless, heartless, manipulative person that would just take your money. And when you ask help, she'll block you. She blocked me out of her videos. So, in my opinion, just don't fall for it. I wanted to pay my sister for all the kindness she showed me, but I'll do it in my own way, and by God, not by the sovereign citizen way or something weird like that. So, yeah, I haven't learned how to do this video stuff like everybody else does. But don't fall for this. You'll go to jail. you'll end up with all your money gone, like I did. Yes, I sent her money. She says I didn't. She's a liar. I've got the papers to prove, and all the emails and stuff like that to prove that I sent her money. But don't do it. Don't fall for it. Virgo Triad is a true trailblazing lady on this stuff, and she's busting all these scammers. They need busted. There's scammers every day. I get checks for $2,000 and whatever, to have my car wrapped, to go Walmart mystery shopping or something stupid like that. I'm not falling for that. Yeah, I fell for April because she said that she could help me pay my sister. And I really believe that. But I'm telling you right now, just like Virgo says, there's no pot of gold. You make your own pot. And as much as April is stirring her pot, it's smelling and smelling and smelling. Don't fall for her. Because like I said before, this right here, yeah, this is April. It's really Jesus Christ on my backed up, but anyway, we'll call it April LaJune. This is Satan coming after you, April. You're going straight to hell. Fast. Don't fall for scams. Anybody. And if you got any hate stuff toward me or whatever, like I heard, well, could bring it on. And I'll tell you the same thing. Don't fall for her BS, like she says. And she's like, her famous quotes are you kidding me? And just so you know, don't fall for her stuff. This Penny podcast from Brookside Drive, Huntersville. I'm out.
Triad here. It is August 13th, 2018. Happy Monday to everyone. This is going to be a refresher for those of you that have already seen this documentation, but because we have this uphill battle going on with a con artist by the name of April LaJune, I am going to refresh this information and put the playlist so that those that actually are new to her channel and are a whole new grouping of individuals that have not seen that her former customers are all up in arms and irritated because of the fact that they were sold scam packages. We want to make sure that the new people are aware and hope that we can stop some of that from happening. So one of the things you need to take a look at here is the fact that there are numerous articles warning you that April LaJune is a scam artist. The Durango Herald has written, as of May of 2018, just this last May, wrote a article and spoke directly to a former client in addition to 2 former employees. The Durango Herald is going to be linked in the description here for this article so that you can take a look at it. They are a very large newspaper. The Herald is big. Okay, you guys, I mean, these are things you should not be ignoring. Here we have Esquire magazine. Esquire has been around for years and years and years. The person who wrote this article, Charles P. Pierce, has been a reporter since 1974. He knows his stuff. This is not something that reporters are going to put their necks on the line for if it wasn't true. This person has been defrauding people for a very long time. April LaJune is a con artist. A4V does not work. These packages are worthless. The most they're going to get for you are a bunch of filing fees for you to pay and someone possibly looking at pressing charges against you from a government entity as you are filing fictitious paperwork. All right. Here is Colorado Polls. Colorado Polls warns about the Durango area wingnut scam artist April LaJune, who is attempting to try to sell fraudulent packages to you guys. Here are ripoff reports. Here's one right here from July 11th of 2018, just a month ago, talking about April LaJune selling TDA packages for between $350 and $450. It's a scam. It does not work. The scam's been around for about 40 years. There have been tons of people who have already fallen for it, and that is the reason why these warnings are out there. There are more ripoff reports on April LaJune, not just this one. This just happens to be the most recent one. There are Facebook pages of people that are warning. Here's one from David Wolf here. I paid via PayPal, demanded my money back. She refused until I had PayPal back me up. Then she refunded immediately. Then a few days later, PayPal shut her crook ass down permanently. All right, so PayPal is no longer in existence for April LaJune because of David Wolf. April is showing you paperwork that is not real verifiable proof. Court documentation like she uses to show as proof in her videos is public knowledge, which means that you should be able to look it up on your own. Why does she have everything blocked out? She's got it blocked out because she doesn't want you to know that she's lying to you. April LaJune is a con artist. Her family has come forward and said so. Her former employees have all left. They were not fired. They left. Okay, they've all done interviews. Some of them have done interviews with the Herald in addition to myself. They are all trying to warn you guys that April LaJune has been a con artist for years. This is something that she is doing to try to do as much damage monetarily to people as she can, and then she makes up more lies to continue to move forward. She has abandoned her office, abandoned her home. No one knows where she is currently. So if you guys are asking questions about why she hasn't been caught yet, that would be the reason why. She is on the run. She's going to tell you she's not, but we have had former employees that have gone by her home and by her old office, and they are empty. April LaJune is a con artist, and you guys need to read these articles and take a look at everything so that you can see that we are dealing with someone who is very dangerous from a monetary standpoint to her followers. All right, I'm just letting you guys know. Once again, these are things that you might not have seen because they were put out there by my channel back in May, and I wanted to make sure that the new flock of people that she's getting on her channel have the opportunity to see both sides of the story and to be able to take a look at things for themselves. All the links are in the description. You guys have a good day.
Okay. First thing is, everybody form your own opinion. I mean, I get along with people that people say they're very hard to get along with and this and that. So do your research. I mean, this is not, even if this is legal or if it's not legal or what, I mean, there's a lot of disproof of or debunking of this stuff working or whatever. Because for one, I don't know because I haven't done my research.
Mm-hmm.
But just always look into, this is a big deal. I mean, this is your life you're talking about. And to put it, my experience now with April, I would not put my life in her hands.
So can you tell me, do you suspect that April knows that she's defrauding others? I mean, is that the general sense that you have at this point, or?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's way too much evidence to the contrary,
mm-hmm.
that nothing that she works, everything that she's talking about is being debunked.
Right.
Time and time again with proof. I mean, there's no way that she can believe that this is something that's, genuine. So
okay.
Absolutely she knows this is fraud.
Okay.